going to continue with this after we get the seal in there. This is the anode, part number 12737. The indentation here goes toward the front. Simply put that on there. Add the 2 screws. And remember, when installing this bearing carrier in the lower unit, that the anode faces down toward the bottom. Now, there's usually a little slot here that allows for the water to drain out when this is installed, and it actually has an up written on the bearing on this particular bearing carrier, but not all the bearing carriers have that on it. So, and some of the older ones, they do not even have this anode on them. This is zinc chromac, the paint that's on here. It stops it from oxidizing. So next, on this bearing carrier, we would add, prior to installing it, we would add either an aviation gasket compound, or this is called a gasket sealing compound made by OMC or Bombardier. Merc Cruiser has a similar product, or you can use Loctite aviation gasket compound, it's called. It's about $4 or $5 at an automotive store if your local marina doesn't have this. And that's prior to putting the O-ring on. Just slide the O-ring on, and then you would put another coat on the outside of the O-ring. Be fairly liberal with this. There's no problem if you don't put it. If you put too much, there's no problem. If you don't put enough, you could have a problem. What this makes up for is any scoring that may be in the lower unit when you were pulling it in and pulling it out. So this will fill in any scratches you may have put into the unit. Again, you would I find it faster to put the aviation gasket compound on 4 spots where the screws go. Again, this is a 1988. Prior to dropping it in, I just put all the screws in like that with the compound there as a seal, and then I drop it into the unit. I find it faster.